and welcome to Baazex weekly market update from Baazex office here in Dubai. Lovely Dubai, sunny Dubai as always. But to be honest with you guys, temperature somehow less hot than 2 days before. So I hope that you will enjoy the sun. Anyway, so last week was a busy week, was a very busy week, and was crowded as well. This week is going to be another busy week. And we will have a lot of news and economic releases as well. Last week, as you may know, on Friday, Jerome Powell had given a very good reward, amazing surprise to the market. What did he say? He said immediately that yes, the Federal Reserve is going to adjust the monetary policy, which means that the Federal Reserve is likely to start reducing the rate from September by 0.5%. And the focus will start shifting from fighting higher inflation at 3% to deal with slowing job market in America. So the Federal Reserve, as you may know, 2 years or 3 years before, after the virus, after the corona, what did they say? They said that they are going to fight the high inflation. And sticky inflation was and still the main concern for the Federal Reserve. But now, after in the last few months, the Federal Reserve started to see that there's a kind of weakness in the job market. So now the main concern for the Federal Reserve is no longer the inflation. Yes, they care about inflation, but now they have another challenge. The challenge is that the U.S. job market started showing weakness. And the Federal Reserve, of course, does not like and doesn't want to see that the unemployment in America is going and the layoff is going to increase. This is a very risky game in America, and it's a very socio-political topic as well. So the Federal Reserve wants to contain the slowing job market by reducing the rates. And what they think? They think by reducing the rates, cutting the rates, they will inject more liquidity to the market, giving the U.S. companies, ability to hire more and to invest more. So in that case, the unemployment in America is not going to increase, and the job market in America will stay solid, will stay robust. So it's a chance for them. That's why we have seen that the high-risk assets gained on Friday, and on a weekly basis, we have seen that gold increased by 1%, trading today at 3,362. Silver gained 2%, trading at 38.70 today, and even oil was higher by 1% last week, the first weekly gain after 2 consecutive weeks of the losses. So it was another good week for oil market. But again, there was mixed performance in equities. We have seen that the DAX index fell, but FTSE in UK increased by 2%. So this week, again, is going to be another busy week, starting from Tuesday with the U.S. durable goods order. This is very important. And the weekly U.S. oil inventories that will be released by American Petroleum Institute. And again, this is important. Why? Because it will show us how much the supply is. Is there any more supply, or is there any more demand? What exactly going on with oil markets from American Petroleum Institute? This is going to be on Tuesday. On Thursday, we will have the inflation from Tokyo. Inflation from Tokyo is very important. And then on Thursday, we will have the U.S. GDP numbers annualized. Again, this is very important because it will show us how the U.S. economy is doing. Okay, and is there any weakness in the U.S. GDP? We'll see on Thursday. On Friday, we'll have the inflation from Germany that stands at 1.8 today, which is below the ECB target at 2%. And on Friday, we will see the personal income from America, personal spending, and the core personal expenditure, PCE. And as you may know, guys, PCE is the most important economic data that the Federal Reserve is relying on to track the inflation. We called PCE, Personal Consumption Expenditure, on Friday. So, as you can see, there will be busy week again. Today, we have seen that Bitcoin is trading a little bit weaker at 111,000. Okay, and it was almost down by 3% in the last week. You remember a few days before it was at 120,000. So, but again, this kind of profit taking and speculation are highly expected in Bitcoin and the crypto assets. So, I mean, for someone who is investing in cryptos, should not be worried about all these daily fluctuations, because Bitcoin and other crypto assets are still having speculative nature. We cannot ignore this fact, speculative nature of a crypto asset. And on Wednesday, by the way, anyone who is watching the news, you will know that on Wednesday we will have the Nvidia results, and Nvidia is very important in S&P and Nasdaq. Nvidia is the biggest company in the world, having more than $4 trillion market cap. So again, this is important because why? Because if Nvidia results beat the expectations, then we will have a very strong gains in US entities. But if Nvidia results miss the expectations, then we may see like profit taking, and we will see that the US indices may start falling. This is going to be on Wednesday after the closing bell on Wednesday. So you guys can follow us on social media outlet. These videos will be published immediately, and any question, any comment, we are here to support you. Thank you very much. Thank you.